Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Merry Christmas Eve to you and your family. It is 4:40 in the morning. Welcome to the very first video of Waxless Life. It is time to do a little CrossFit this morning.
So like I said a few minutes ago, it is early. It is real early for some of you all. It's kind of what my routine is now. I can't even sleep on days that I don't do CrossFit early in the morning. Getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning helps me get my day started, helps me stay focused, gives me the energy that I need. But here's the bad part about that is that I'm an old man when it comes to nighttime, and at 8:30, I am in bed. I got some people that kind of make fun of me on that, but that's okay. I'd much rather be an early morning person, seize the whole day, than to be at nighttime and it's dark and you can't really do anything because we're not go out people. But CrossFit, I've been doing this for about 6 months. Why CrossFit? I don't know. I went to church one day, heard this guy talking about CrossFit, heard him talking about his business, and I was in a very stressed out, depressing part of my life, and I thought, you know what? Let me give it a shot. And I'm glad I did, because the biggest thing with CrossFit is that I have been able to accomplish things that I thought was impossible. And the community behind it, like people cheer for you here. You actually become friends with a lot of these people. They become your workout person. They become your partner. They become your support system. And I love that. Love that. And especially me moving to Kentucky when I married Misty, there's not a lot of people that I knew. I would say the majority of my circle now is people that do CrossFit here with us. So I'm not at that stage yet where I can bring a camera in here and show you about CrossFit, but I'll get there. But I'm about to walk in here and wake my body up even more. And then I'll come back and tell you, well, if I come back, you know I survived. If I don't, and this is my first video, our first video, then you know that it kicked my butt and the ambulance had to be called. Because a couple of times I thought I was gonna go meet Jesus, but all right, I'll see you in a little bit.
Well, I'm here, which means first, ambulance wasn't called and I didn't meet Jesus today. I felt a couple of times that I was close to meeting him, but I didn't. We did this. I made the worst mistake that any CrossFitter could do. It's kind of like an unspoken sin, and that is to say, oh, this doesn't look too bad. Never, ever make that comment, because you will be humbled every single time. This was a 12 days of Christmas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you would think that in that process, you would do one of these, two of these, three of these, four of these, five of these. No, it's not like that at all. It's one of these, and then one of the, or two of these, and then back to the one of these. And then it's three of these, two of these, one of these, four of these, three of these, two of these, one of these. The conclusion is I only have 11 days in my Christmas because that's all I was able to get. So I'm going to go in here and make a protein shake. I'm going to go back and try to find my soul that I lost at the gym. And we've got a lot of things going on today. We're going to take a bunch of stuff to the dump, Christmas Eve stuff, bunch of stuff to the dump. I got to go check some trail cameras and get some more feed out. And then it's just a relaxing day. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Merry Christmas Eve.
Merry Christmas Eve to you.
Are you excited about today?
I am. I love Christmas Eve. It's one of my favorite days.
Well, I was talking about taking stuff to the dump, but...
I mean, I guess if that's what I have to do on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be loading stuff up.
What are we going to take to the dump?
I got to make sure the dump's even open on Christmas Eve.
Hold on. Let me look.
Because we've got tons of stuff in that garage that are a bunch of boxes that honestly, Amazon should be calling us and asking for their boxes back. We could actually run a business if they could bring their stuff to us. We could box it up and send it out for them and make money on the amount of boxes that we have in that garage. And every year we have been together for, this is our 4th Christmas. Every single year we refuse to check when the garbage runs. And it's usually on a Tuesday. So I take it down there on Tuesday morning, and it is Wednesday now, and the trash is still down there because we failed to check the schedule, and it ran on Monday. So
and the garbage can is full, and you've got Christmas, and like we need an empty garbage can.
Yeah,
Mate, we'll get it right next year.
Not to mention we have the leaning tower of laundry over there that is starting to pile up. Actually, if we let it go a little bit longer, it may actually hit that ceiling up there.
It reminds me of the kitchen garbage can where everybody just keeps pushing it down, just seeing how much garbage can fit in that garbage can. That's kind of what that is right now. How much can we pile up before it falls
I mean, that's the one thing I love about our life more than anything, is that we most of the time live a F it life.
I do. I'm too tired to care. I'm too tired to care. But the dump is open from 8 to 11 today.
Okay, 8 to 11.
8 to 11.
Which I know that you have to have about 2 hours of quiet time.
Would you call me the other day Bedrock Betty?
Yeah, that's my nickname for it. It's
like,
not,
I have to, like...
It's not Sweet Pea anymore. It's
Bedrock Betty. I just have to, like, relax. Wake up and rest. I'm not like you.
Yeah, well, there is a benefit of being you. You can stay up later. I'm in bed by, like, 7:30, 8:30 at night, so...
Yeah, but I'm usually up. I usually wake up an hour or so after you wake up. So it's not like I'm getting that much more sleep.
Yeah. I got to go over there and get...
The trailer?
Yeah. Hot Rod Freddy's trailer.
Ooh, I think you have to cover your stuff with a tarp when you pull it in on a trailer, too. Do we have a tarp?
I'm on a bungee jump.
I know, but I need to ask my dad, but I really genuinely think you have to have a tarp over it. You have to pull it in covered.
Are you sure?
I'm going to ask my dad, but I almost know that's the case.
Well, I guess we'll be going to get a tarp then, too. All right. We got to get up and get going. It's Christmas Eve. It's time to...
Yeah, I've not had coffee yet. I can't get up out of bed. My feet don't work till I've had coffee.
You're so bougie.
Hint, hint.
Okay, I'm going to go get you some coffee.
Love you.
Love you.
It is Christmas Eve, and my husband has me going to the dump. We've loaded up the trailer. Had to go get a tarp from my dad because apparently they charge you $10 more if you don't cover up the trailer with a tarp.
You're going to a dump, but you got to cover it up with a tarp so they can't see it.
Yes. And is it because they can't see it, or so that stuff doesn't fly out?
It probably does. I mean, regardless of the fact is that you're going to a dump, and if they're worried about it flying out at the dump.
Yes.
So it's big old blue machines behind us.
Yes. Y'all can't see it. But yeah.
Turn it sideways.
Well, back there, full of all kinds of stuff because our garage and our yard was starting to look like Sanford and Son, and we're over it. So we're getting rid of it.
We can sell stuff out of our front yard and box it up in our garage. Whole business and everything.
We could.
Christmas Eve going to the dump.
Merry Christmas! Is this how you envisioned your Christmas Eve?
Honey, if this don't scream Christmas spirit, I don't know what does.
I feel like Cousin Eddie showed up at our house and we're getting rid of all of his crap.
Yeah, absolutely. But look around. This is what America does.
I know. This is so bad.
This is bad. I'm telling you, if you had smell-o-vision, I'd turn it off right about now.
Yeah.
All right, I'm at the first property. I got permission to hunt this property about a month ago. Me and Misty were at a Mexican restaurant. We met this guy, super nice guy. Striked up a conversation. He was like, "You guys deer hunt?" Well, Misty went straight into showing her
the picture of the bucks that she got, which I love my wife for that. He's like, y'all should come hunt my property sometime. 420 acres. When I got in the car, I screamed like a little girl. Now, the next day, I came to my senses and was like, there ain't no way there's 420 acres and nobody else hunting it. I was right. I took a whole day off, went to go scout. And when I went to go scout, I found literally 4 different stands, a blind. I found one side of this that nobody was at. I put a blind up. I had to go on business trips. Haven't been able to hunt it, but I haven't got any bucks. I've got small bucks, a lot of does, small bucks. And it's right next to a creek where when it floods, it literally goes into the field. So I'm about to head down, get my blind, get my camera, and head over to the other piece of property that I have permission to hunt and maybe set some stuff up there. I'm running out of time. It's Christmas Eve, and hunting season in Kentucky only lasts until the middle of January. But that's okay. I got a doe this year. Gavin got one of our target bucks, the biggest buck he's ever killed, and then Misty got a good 8-pointer. We got deer in the freezer. Old Dad just liked to have a good deer this year. But there's still time. But I don't know where you guys are at right now. It's like 60 degrees on Christmas Eve. This is crazy. All right, I'm gonna go get the stuff. It is probably going to take me a hot minute to figure out how to fold this sucker up and put it in the bag. And with the power of YouTube, I've now got my blind in there. Man, what a pain in the butt. All right, to the next spot. All right, I'm currently at the second property that I have permission to hunt. Now, this is my favorite one. This is the one that I can come to and literally no matter what, like I don't want to leave this place. Like this place is super special to me. I've got the biggest buck I've ever got. Misty's got the biggest buck she's ever got, and Gavin's got the biggest buck he's ever got at this location. It's about 128 acres. You can see that there's fields back there. They usually do either tobacco, corn, or soybean in here. And this year they done corn. So I'm hoping if the rotation is right, they have soybean next year. So I'm gonna go change some batteries and some cameras, put out a bag of corn, and hopefully there's still something around. We call this the cornfield stand. There's a stand right there. It's not as high as I want it to be, but I was under pressure to try to get something put up. This is where I actually shot my doe at. So they come from, well, you can see the trail coming down this way, and then they have another trail coming around that way, and then they have all kinds of trails coming from the back. But all this corn did not get cut when it should. It kind of put everything in a bind this year. And so I was starting to worry about me getting the opportunity, and I needed to get some meat in the freezer. I get this stick out of the way because I see it in almost every picture I've got. You can see that trail. Like, look at that trail. Like, that's so obvious. It's right there coming down. They come right down through here, come right through there. So this is what we call my stand. So I got my stand there. It's right on the edge of where we drive in at. Like I said, I got my buck here. Misty got her buck last year or this year here. And Gavin shot one of the target bucks here this year as well. But they travel from that direction this way. They come from that bottom down there, and they come from that right side down. So I'm gonna go change the batteries, throw a little feed out. This camera right here gets more pictures than anything that we have on the property. But I'm gonna go and change Misty's batteries as well. So I'm only gonna use half of this. Yeah, but right here is where Gavin was up there. His deer was sitting right here and it just dropped. Misty's deer came down a little bit further, but it was still in the same vicinity. And then mine was right up above this. I got mine last year in a bow season and it was the biggest buck I've ever shot. 6-pointer, biggest buck I've ever shot. I mean, I've shot an 8-pointer, but it was a massive 6-pointer. Big bully to the area as well. All right, I'm in what we call the forbidden place of the property, where I know these big bucks are staying at because it's a huge funnel. And we've seen them, and I had pictures down here last year, but it's so growed up. I don't know if you can see what I just drove that 4-wheeler through to get here, that it is hard to get to. And the thing that I have to figure out this year is my way in without getting busted, and figure out the thermals and all that kind of stuff, because it's tough. But just coming in, I saw paths that literally looked like they were man-made paths. Like it's insane. And the bedding areas here, like there's beds everywhere, but it makes sense. It does. It makes sense. And then the horn trees. Oh, and by the way, I found my very first shed. I mean, it'd probably been there for a little bit because it had been gnawed on by a squirrel, but still, I think that was really cool. I found my very first shed on the way down as well. Would have filmed, but kind of crazy coming down that hill. So I'm gonna walk in here and see if I see any sign, and then I'll show you guys if I find something. All right, the one that they used last year is being used again. It's that one with that licking branch. So I'm gonna use that bone from Seek One. It's late, but I still am gonna try it. I think bucks are still curious, especially where we're in Kentucky and things are just a little different here. I'm gonna put that camera right here, and then we're gonna hop out of here because I don't want to booger this place too much. Look how beautiful that is. All right, this is the entrance to Misty Stand. It is sitting right there. See it? It kind of butts up to these fields on the opposite side of the property. This is where she shot her 9-pointer at last year. Like, good one. Her first, like, technical buck. I mean, her first deer was a button buck, but her first buck, a 9-pointer. Like, literally, it's like having a horseshoe up your backside. And you can definitely tell that's buck poop. So there's one in here. I just haven't had this camera on in a while, so I gotta change the batteries and add the corn. See if I can get some kind of pictures. Right there's her stand right there. All right, let me do that. And then right there's the camera in front of us. And then I need to get on out of here. What a wild Christmas Eve. Busy.
Wild is the understatement of the decade. I mean, we went to the literal dump on Christmas Eve. But that's okay. We got a lot of stuff accomplished, a lot of stuff we were trying to put off because we just didn't feel like doing it. And we seized the day and made it happen today. No more excuses.
And we're home now.
We are.
And we get to enjoy our family tomorrow for Christmas. Merry Christmas to you and your family from our family. We love you guys.
We hope y'all have the best day and the most amazing Christmas ever.
Absolutely.